Right then, hello and welcome to ToCA Race Driver 3, or shall I say, welcome back to ToCA Race Driver 3. You see, I had a series of this on my channel quite a while ago now, a couple of years, and I decided to completely scrap it entirely. I deleted it, it's now in the virtual 4 wins. It is not going to be recovered. And the reason for that was I wasn't happy with the way it was edited. I wasn't happy with the quality or the artifacting that was on the screen or anything else. It just looked really bad. And for me, quality is utmost important. So I decided to start again from scratch. And I did test to make sure that the game was working properly, and it does. So I'm just going to delete this save file. Lovely job, and we will start again from scratch. So I will quickly go through all the setup and get my controller working, everything else, and I'll be back in just a moment to start the career. So yeah, back in a second. Right, so that's all been set up and sorted, so let's begin our brand new career. And here we go then. As with all the other ToCA race drivers, given a little tutorial. Yep, and Rick Irving, or Scotty, makes a welcome return as well.
Control your speed both on the entry and exit of corners, and remember, the speed on exiting the corner is as important as the entry speed.
Really? How interesting. Please tell me more.
Taking a good racing line is paramount to achieving quick lap times.
Really? I didn't know that. Please tell me more. This is really enthralling.
You can slipstream past the opposition by tucking in behind them, which reduces the airflow over your car, giving you more speed to overtake them.
Also known as drafting.
Treat your car carefully. Crashing your car can damage it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realise that crashing cars can damage them. Did you know that, ladies and gents? Because I didn't. And there he is, a dirty old man with a camera. He must be into voyeurism then.
What's up? You got a face like a bulldog chewing a wasp. You had fun though, eh? I'm Rick, by the way. Okay, so that wasn't the best driving I've ever clapped eyes on. You did alright. And you're quick enough to worry some of the other faces out there today. So you want to be a winner? Well, I'm the guy responsible for raising your game. I'm going to bend your ear. Tell you what you're doing right. I'm going to rap your knuckles when you get it wrong, son. The office. Come on, climb aboard. Drink.
The way he opens that can, that would have ripped your fingernail off.
This is what you're aiming for. The perfect racing line. And this is you. All over the shop. Basic racing technique. Maximise the use of your gears. Find the straightest line through the corners. Don't hold back. And drop the hammer to the floor. Okay, pal. So what's next? The Clio. Small, light, and very lively. Power to weight ratio, phenomenal. I'll show you one. It's got a 6-speed ultra close ratio gearbox. The gear lever's right up by the steering wheel. It's great fun. Close wheel racing generates classic battles for drivers. Tiny cars, but tremendous downforce, colossal grip. Right, so what's it going to be?
Now there's always something that has really bugged me about that introduction FMV sequence, and that is the fact that you are driving in the DTM. So you're in an already high tier of motorsport, and Scotty comes along and says, oh, I think you can improve your chances if you drive this, and he hands you a Renault Clio. That's like a Formula 1 driver being taken out of his seat and given a Formula Ford from the 1970s because he thinks he has a better chance of winning the World Championship. It's just completely daft. If you're already in the DTM, you must be good enough to have been able to have a seat in the DTM to begin with. But no, because of story and plotline, have a Renault Clio. Thanks lads. Anyway, enough of that. So we have quite a lot of modes of play on this game. This is the biggest of the ToCA Race Driver series. You have World Tour, which is what we're going to contend with first, which is, of course, like a tier-based system, a bit like ToCA Race Driver 1. You have the Pro Career, which is a career in itself, and then you have simulation modes, which we're going to take a look at last. But for now, we're going to do the World Tour, and we start off in tier number 1. There's 32 tiers in total, all the way to the top. And yeah, you get given different formulas that you can drive in and so on and so forth. But to start with, we get given 2 championships to contend with. We have the Autosport Clio Cup and the Global GT Lights. Now, when you win one of these championships, Tier 2 unlocks, and that is where you lot come in again. So similarly to the original series of this, it goes down to a viewer vote. So whatever championship you want me to do next, I will get on and do. So episode 1 and 2 is going to consist of the Autosport Clio Cup and the Global GT Lights, and then it's gonna go down to the vote with either doing the Class B 4-wheel drive track challenge first, or the MG Team Rally Shield first, and then so on and so forth. And that'll be going on for the entire tier system. But that is later on down the line. For now, we're going to do the Autosport Clio Cup. I always do the Clios first because I do like Renault Clios. My brother used to have one and they are very, very quick and nimble. So yeah, that's our lovely machine. The objective of this championship, finish 4th or above. The tracks, we only have 2, Hatch Indy for 2 laps and Silverstone National for 2 laps. And the race rules, qualifying, you can do qualifying if you wish. I'm not going to bother. They always start you like mid-pack anyway, so there's nothing too strenuous. And there's 20 cars on the grid, black and white flags, and the points go down to 10th place with 2. So, yeah, there you go. So, 930 kilograms, so it's just under a ton, 190 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. That is not too bad. So, yeah, with that, let's get on then with the first race at Hatch Indy. And off we go. You've made it this far, let's keep going. I was in the DTM. You took me out of the DTM driving a Mercedes to put me in a tiny Renault Clio, Scott. What the hell are you thinking, you old buffoon? I reckon he's got dementia or something. Bloody seems like it. Excuse me, pardon me coming through. I want to win this championship. I don't want to be arsing around. So yes, my car number 8 sort of like jumped forward a bit there. So yes, my relationship with Scotty, as everyone knows all too well from ToCA Race Driver 2, is going to be exactly the same. I'm going to be spending more time telling him to shut up than actually taking care of the races themselves. But another thing about this game as well is that when you install it from a disc... Oh, shut up. Stop interrupting me while I'm speaking to the people who are watching this. But yeah, when you install it, you have to put VSync on to lock the frame rate at 60. If you don't, and the frame rate goes any higher, the cars become uncontrollable. And they have a lot of understeer, a lot of oversteer, and it's a bit like driving on ice. I never had VSync on the original series, and I was complaining a lot about the handling of the cars. That is why. Alright, let's get through clearways. So there we go, race 1 is complete, and we get our first victory. I'm not going to get complacent, man. Will you shut up?
You've got to be on the lookout for more overtaking opportunities. The corners, maybe you can get past there. Remember, your speed coming out of a corner is as important as your speed going in. Oh, and if you do manage to overtake, make sure you get back at the racing line straight away. Otherwise, you'll be overtaking yourself.
Yes, your overalls looked a bit stiff there, Scott. I think you're using a bit too much starch in your washing machine. Anyway, so we get the first victory then from Briggs and Kirby. And we get to 24 points, so that is all good. And we'll move straight on to Silverstone National. And off we go. So once again, they start you near the back, but The first couple of championships, very trivial. So I don't really have to worry about them too much. Alright, let's just draft these and get past them as quickly as possible.
Great maneuver.
Draft you down a straight. And they're very slow going through this corner, so we can like make up God knows how many places, but more than enough. Excuse me. Being pushed a little bit from the back. That's absolutely fine. And moving on to the final lap. Still in his draft.
Improve your position. It's the final lap.
I'm gonna improve my position, man. Will you shut up and let me do my job? Always on one. Bloody hell. So it's the two orange teammates up ahead. So we should take care of them.
Not play. Only 2 cars. Separate new and us.
Oh, really? That is very simple mathematics, Scotty. I would never have figured that out. Bloody hell. If you're in third, you take away 2 cars, that means you're number 1. Wow. I'm learning. I hope you're taking notes as well, because we're going to have a quiz at the end of class. But there we go. A very easy championship to start off with. And that means because of that, we unlock tier number 2.
That's you through. You've come a long way.
I've come a long way, indeed.
At last. This is what I've been waiting for. You finally get your arse in gear. Well done, son.
I was in a DTM. You absolute moron. Oh, I'm never going to get over that, really. So, yeah, we get another victory then by just under a second, and we get to 48 points, and Murphy was second in the end with 32 points, tied with Kirby. Actually, it was a 3-way tie between Murphy, Kirby, and Briggs. So, there we go. Congratulations, you beat the opposition in the Autosport Clio Cup. Nice driving. And because of that, Tier 2 is now unlocked, so we get the Class B 4-wheel drive track challenge and the MG Team Rally Shield, but we are not going to take care of that next time. For that is going to be the Global GT Lights. So after that, we will take a vote on what to do in Tier number 2 first. But for now, I'm going to leave it here, so thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time then for the next championship. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.